guys. Boom, feeling good. Let's get after it, guys. Back, back, back. Ooh. Well, wasn't planning on testing that today, but there's time for everything. Something that really that might work. Let's see here. Gotta put it in gear first. So there's a lot unfinished about this rig, and one of it is a cage around this thing to protect it. So that's why you bring out to the field and test things, though, and learn. That was just bad driving on my part. Don't know till you try. Gus, boom, one step. Ooh. Just plain bad drive on my part, but you don't know what the limits are until you know, experiment with them. So I haven't reviewed the video where I flipped it before. I'll come out with this triple cut. I made a start, I think. Let's see what happened now. I'm gonna put a piece of metal, you know, I'm testing everything. I'm gonna put a piece of metal point here and there. See, right now, I'm bound up, and a piece of metal will stop that tire from getting caught up in that stuff. It's so cool. I gotta tell you, on these long skids, this thing right here is kind of cool. I gotta do a ton of work, but still, can't help but love it. Just learning as I go. It's really my first day really using this thing. So ooh, gotta grab some more line. They're not used to me driving one-handed. I can't drive too good one-handed. So I designed this thing the back half can flip and the front half stays upright. I actually want this thing for me for comfort, for a smoother ride and whatnot too, for the horses. I mean, you know, a lot of different reasons why I built this thing the way I did, but that was one of them. I wanted it to be where I could put an old man up here and that back part can go flipping around and this front part would stay, you know, it'd be a safe place, or for a new driver or something. Ooh. So there's a triple cut. I don't know. Not that much bore footage, but still. My horses just aren't. I got a remote control for this thing. I just haven't hooked it up yet. Just have to see how that pans out. Well, I got a lot more to get out, and you know, it's just not, it helps. To me, there is no debate. Getting a log higher just makes it more even pull, makes it easier pull. I'm loving it. You can see my casualty. I gotta fix this. Everybody says biothane won't break and blah 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 blah, whatever. I have shit break all the time. Gus here, one strong point he's got is holding back. You see where I put in a different notch. because he was wearing, he about had that worn all through. That'll be the third whole back belly band. He's wants to go through that one. He broke 2 others. People say, you know, bio thing won't break and stuff. Use it, it'll break. Ooh. So let me get to it. I know y'all hate my camera work probably. I hate when people film the way I do, throw the camera around everywhere. But all right, so that's 18 inches. So I think 18 inch on the international scale, so that's 110, and it's got a bit of taper to it, so that's going to be around 20 on that one. So 254 feet ish, I think, somewhere in that ballpark. All right, so they just got done pulling, no brakes, 300 yards through fairly nice terrain. If anything, solid uphill, no brakes, 300-yard pull, 254 feet of poplars, not as heavy as some. I mean, to everyone that thinks getting the log higher doesn't pull easier, I mean, if you came up, you know, uphill a bit with a log arch over 300 yards without much weight on there, that little team of horses would be breathing pretty heavy. So I guess what I'm saying is, it's big, bulky, it's dumb, it's a pain, but it's like some scenarios it's saving my horses. So yeah, just caught on the edge of that dude right there, so I'm gonna try to put a slight roll to it, see if it won't be able to pull it on off that went on off there. I don't know how bulky that is, but it's a pretty good chunk. All right, brakes not set, blah, blah, blah. G. So I just want to point out, I'm not trying to come across like bragging on this thing. There's other contraptions out there. There's quite a few different three-wheeled contraptions out there with slider deal, gets the logs up, and there's lots of different ways of doing things. You know, I've heard people badmouth the log arch to no end, and then when they start using it, all of a sudden they like it, or people badmouth the wagon, but they've never used it. And to me, I don't care. Like, whatever is the right tool to help me get the job done and help my horses do better, that's what I'm going to tend towards using. And I just don't get real emotional about things. So this thing,
if the jobs don't come up that this thing's well suited for, we aren't going to use it. If situations come up where it can be useful, we're going to. But I certainly enjoyed playing with it and got a lot more work to do on it. And yeah, I mean, quite a kick out of it. And maybe y'all have gotten something out of this too. Who knows? But I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a fantastic one. God bless.